What's up, guys? Today we are taking a look at the Ferrothorn mod for Slay the Spire, and I gotta say, I'm impressed with this. I've been playing this character for quite a bit, like the past couple days, and it's refreshing. So I'm gonna just hop right into it. If you're not aware, Ferrothorn is Ferrothorn's from is from a anime. The Poke franchise. Just kidding. Yeah, Ferrothorn is a Pokemon. Pokemon was like a huge part of my life growing up. But for those who don't know, and it's kind of interesting because Ferrothorn is not really popular. I mean, it's a popular Pokemon, but it's not to the level of something like Charizard or Pikachu or you know, it had its time in the 4 elites in the competitive scene. I don't know if it still is competitive. I would imagine it is, but I know it used to be quite a Pokemon. And we have the starting relic. So, man, I don't even know where to begin, but so notice the max HP. It's a lot, but it's a lot for a reason, okay? Your starting relic gives you 3 scales. This is iron barbs. Now, this is different than thorns, alright? Because thorns proc for every time the enemy tries to attack you, but scales is kind of like Guardian's sharp hide, where the damage is dealt to the opponent, or yeah, the opponent after the attack is complete, basically. Does that make sense? So this is worse than thorns because it only procs one time. It only happens one time, and that's okay. You might say that relic swap is the way to go in that case if your starting relic is a worse bronze scales. And it's a little bit unintuitive. It's a little bit confusing because this labels the iron barbs as scales. It calls this scales, and then bronze scales gives you thorns, so it's a little bit nomenclature stuff. This is sharp hide. And I don't remember what I was saying, but yeah. Oh, notice your max HP. This, you might want a relic swap, and I can't blame you, but damage is kind of at a premium with this character, because take a close look here. These are doing 5 damage, your strikes are doing 5, and your defense are blocking for 6. So that's a very interesting take on the early game, and really just the game in general, like how to play the early fights for the most part with this stuff. And we'll get to what all this means, but Ferrothorn, and we are Ferroseed right now, like look at this, and it's the sprite is animated and everything. I'm gonna just rock common relic probably, so profit. So now strikes are doing 8. Well, 2 of them. But so you've got Leech Seed in here. That's actually really nice because damage is kind of hard to come by with this character. So much so that I think that this is actually, it actually matters a lot against sentries and Lagavul and the early hallways. But yeah, so Leech Seed is not healing you at the end of every turn. It's just healing you when the enemy dies, and they lose HP equal to their Leech Seed at the start of their turn, like poison. So let's see if we can't take 4 elites. I think that would be fun. Notice these nodes that have icons on them, like these guys. That means that, as it says, we start the combat in that weather. Ferrothorn plays into weather type of stuff. It's like stance swapping to a certain extent, but it's not really you know, stance swapping is it's not like stance swapping, but it kind of is. But you don't swap all that much as weather. So okay, let's talk about grow. So if you're not in a weather, enter a random one. So there's upgrades to be able to choose which weather you want to enter, and there are 3 of them. It's sun, it's rain, and it's sandstorm. So sunny day, rain dance, and sandstorm. And so, as you can see, we are in Sun. And what grow twice means, all it means is it activates the exiting effects of the current weather without exiting it. So, you see how Sunlight's effect is we draw a card at the start of each turn. And if Sunlight is exited, we gain energy. So, don't, yeah, I know it's energy. Yeah, upon exiting it, gain energy. It's calm. It's not calm. So this says grow twice. So that will activate that exiting effect. The upon exiting the weather, gain energy. Means if we play this growth right now for 1 energy cost, it's going to exit our Sunlight twice without actually exiting it. So we net 1 energy there. And we can go ahead and seed our Spike Slime, strike twice, and we heal 2 because the fight ended, and that's Leech Seed, and that's the start of the Ferrothorn Ferroseed experience. So you got stuff like spikes, and I think they did a great job, like kind of transitioning, implementing. They did a great job working Pokemon cards into Slay the Spire. So there's your thorns, and exhaustive is a mechanic that's introduced here, which exhausts have a certain number of uses. So it's like the stuff that this guy's added here to this mod doesn't take that long to understand at all, and I can really appreciate that. It's, cool. So you play this 3 times and then it exhausts, so you can stack up spikes like in the regular game. I think I like synthesis, just it procs your weather effect. It grows 1 time. And Teeter Dance also, this can block a lot. But I'm just going to rock Synthesis for now. 7 block and a grow. Alright, let's go ahead and transform Strike, because it's easily the worst card in the deck since it... Okay. King Shield. So whenever you attack this turn, apply to weak back. 10 block. It's a good card. It's not super broken, so I'm happy about it. And I like how, this looks very complete. This mod is very new. It came out first week of July, and it's got art, and it's got, its own relic icons, and like, that's a pretty card. No, it's not that guy's art, probably, but, the intention is there. So now we apply 2 weaken. Let's go ahead and play our growth to enter a weather. So now we are in rain, as you see. So rain gives you 20% damage reduction. And if it's exited, it adds a seed plus to your hand, which is basically like a shiv. So we can play this, we gain 7 block, and then we grow, which activates the exiting effect of rain without exiting it, which gives us a seed plus to our hand. Cute. So that is... the hard stuff is pretty much over with. So you got Weather Ball, which, it's got its effects here, you can see. But yeah, you got Revenge here, which is very similar to what it does in the Pokemon game. Like, then you got Assist, which is Headbutt, except block instead. Sunlight, alright. And yeah, at some point I do want to upgrade the growth, so that we can choose which weather we want to enter. Because I tend to like Sun. Like, we can play this Synthesis right now and it grows, and then we get the energy back because that's its exiting effect. And even though that's not relevant right now, that energy, it absolutely can be, as we know all too well about stance switchers, weather switchers, and their energy. No, but for real, this character is like super fantastic. There's like, it's very, very dynamic in the ways that you can scale the... Okay, we got him. Yeah, Leech Seed's got him. Heal 2. In the ways you can scale up your block, it is very, very dynamic and rewarding and engaging. And I've enjoyed this character a lot. So you got, speaking of Sun, solar beam attack, and then in harsh sunlight, you get to add to your hand instead. So then solar beam plus, so it's very similar to how it is in the actual game. Toxic spikes. Yeah, so this is also kind of like thorns, where if you do a multi-hit on this, you're going to get multiple toxic spiked. I think I would like the Baneful Bunker. Yeah, that's... I mean, Solar Beam is fun, but I'm gonna rock Baneful Bunker. Touch up our block a little bit. And there's no guarantee that we're going to be in sunlight, but you could assess the pathing here. And basically, there's really no downside at this point in the run to pathing to nodes that have weather on them already. It's strictly upside. So keep that in mind as well. For example, like starting here is going to be better than starting over here if they were all leading to the same place. But they weren't, so that's why I wanted to go this way to fight 4 elites. Let's go to a shop, take a look at a bunch of cards. I do tend to value removes kind of high on a Ferrothorn. So we've got our solar power here. It's an uncommon relic, it appears. While in the sunlight, your attacks deal 4 additional damage, but you also lose 1 HP at the end of your turn. So multipliers. Aerial Ace, you can always play this card, always deals 5 damage. Interesting. So it's the boot, except it's in an actual card. And I guess that's for Lagavulin, and it's for if you get entangled. Those are some ideas. And Sandstorm we haven't seen yet, but at the end of your turn you deal 4 damage to all enemies like in the game. And if it's exited, then you gain Metallicize. So this is just footwork. But you got stuff like this, which can dump your dexterity, Cotton Guard. And then you got Sucker Punch, pretty close to what it does in the game. We could remove our Bad Strike here. I almost feel like removing Defend just because we got Synthesis, King Shield, Baneful Bunker. We drafted 3 block cards. I'll remove Defend. And it's probably responsible to buy a potion since we weren't dropped any. Okay, so this is why Ferrothorn has that much HP. That's the conclusion that I've reached. I like this card a lot. Yeah. Counter whenever an attacker receives fully blocked, deal that much damage to the attacker. I think it's gonna be Ancient Power, because I doubt that we're gonna be fully blocking any attacks, really. Especially with King Shield in the opening hand, which really is unfortunate. So we get the Sandstorm. So that's good, because that'll be damage at the end of each turn. And we can play Grow, or rather, we can play Synthesis or Growth, yeah, next time we see it. And then that will give us Metallicize, give us the exiting effect without exiting. I think we'll probably be okay, but like I said, that's why this character has a lot of HP. It's exactly for fights like this. So, that's all I got to say about that. I really wish we had drawn King's Shield at one point or another. You kind of just have to... I mean, this fight is very interesting for this character, although it's a little bit tilting. Are you serious, King's Shield? Disgusting. I feel insulted. I take it back. I was about to say something nice about how this fight was interesting from the perspective of this really defensive character, but I take it back. It's not interesting. It's tilting. But yeah, so we lost all our plated armor, but we still have the Metallicize, so... Ancient Power is an amazing card. 2 Dexterity, 2 Metallicize, 2... Let's get our Leech Seed, and then we can heal our 2 HP. Dreamcatcher, thank you, Gremlin Nob, that was very kind of you. But, yeah, 2 Dexterity, 2 Metallicize, 2 Plated. So this is this guy's take on Hyper Beam. Respectable. I do like Power Whip, and we are fighting 3 more elites. The thing is that it's some of the best damage that this character can ask for at this point. in the run. It might be fine. The thing is that we have Baneful Bunker, so it's a little bit expensive. It's probably still fine, but if we can make it past the Gremlin Nob like that, we got Dreamcatcher, we got Fairy in the Bottle. I think we can forego drafting this stuff. This might be fine, like, at the start of the run. Right now, I'm not trying to enter next turn with 2 energy. Which, I mean, it might be okay, but I'll just move on. We could invoke the Dreamcatcher. The thing is, I do want to upgrade this growth to be able to pick whatever weather we want to be in. The thing is, also, more things are that, I say the thing is a lot, and I'm starting to become self-aware of that, self-conscious of that. So this says we're entering this combat in rain, which is a 20% damage reduction. When we exit it, we gain 2 seed pluses to our hand. So this upgrade of, if you're not in a weather, choose one to enter. Well, we're going to be in a weather next node, so it's pointless to upgrade this right now. This upgrades to 3 week, and this just is a flat damage number. So it's either rest with Dreamcatcher or it's upgrade Baneful Bunker to 2 Toxic Spikes, which I think I'm interested in, because we could imagine this being a definite main source of, 2 poison is a lot more than 1. It pretty much doubles our output right now. We can rest up there. Dream catch. Alright. So. Just start scaling up Toxic Spikes. So if we do this, then we add 2 seed plus to our hand, which is no good. We're not interested in doing that. Like, then that would wake Laga up if we had 2 of them, right? I was just playing Synthesis to give you an example. Or maybe we were supposed to wake him up. Because I forgot about King's Shield existing. Oh no, I think I did it right. So there you go. That's the start. Whew. So get that 4 poison. But yeah, you see how potent that damage reduction is? Because Laga's weakened and Rain gives 20% DR damage reduction. And we're just scaling up Toxic Spikes. Try not to take damage here, you know. That's pretty much it. Good fight, Laga. Good sport. Omamori? I can appreciate an Omamori. Worry Seed is good card draw. Yeah. This is also an interesting card. Foul play, just like in the game. Yeah, it'll use the enemy's modifiers instead of yours. I like that a lot. You make Gremlin Nob really upset, play a bunch of skills, then you foul play him. Spikes is also possible, but honestly, Baneful Bunker's doing the job just fine. I mean, in that fight right there, I like Worry Seed. It adds 2 seeds to your hand, and then it's card draw. Insomnia is drawing 1 card and gaining 1 block, so it is dumping dexterity. And it is draw, and I like draw a lot. Lantern? Take a lantern. I like this relic lineup, it's very cute. So we're on our way to doing 4 elites here. Upgrade Worry Seed? I like the Worry Seed upgrade quite a bit. But, I don't know. We have Fairy, so it's not really as if we need to use Dreamcatcher. And, well, neither of these fights, like, which weather do we want? We want to be able to choose, that's for sure. So it's, do we take Growth Upgrade here, or do we upgrade Worry Seed? Worry Seed upgrade is actively bad against another Gremlin Nob. King's Shield upgrade, maybe I'm underestimating that. That could matter against sentries. I think I do it at some point in the run want to be able to choose which weather I want to enter, and neither of these elites have weather. This one does, but that's fine. Alright, making me choose right now, huh? No block. I think it's just gotta be Sandstorm. Right? So this is how we get to choose. By the way, these are all actual cards. They are all common cards that you can find. So that is how you would actually exit your stance, is by, or your weather, is by playing one of these common cards. Yeah, so 4 damage to everyone at the end of the turn. That seems like a good way to go. On the other hand, though, damage reduction is powerful. I think I'll just, you know, that makes the sentries attack for 8 every turn instead. I think I'll rock the Sandstorm, but that's close. Also, Sunny Day is not to be slept on here either. Because then it'll make us draw 6 cards next turn. We can play Synthesis, gain our energy back. But Sandstorm lets us also scale plated armor sometimes. And I think I want to hold off on using Leech Seed right now, maybe. Just because that heal could come up. We're going to be stripping someone's artifact when we play King's Shield. So then we can Leech Seed them. Yeah, don't need the damage reduction. So that grows 1 time. We get a Metallicize. Worry Seed. Worry Seed. So it adds 2 seeds and then transforms them into Insomnias. Alright. So now we have 3 Metallicize. I don't think there's really many point to playing Insomnia here. We can just keep it for when we want to have it. So you're asking me if I want to take 2 damage. Because we have the 3 Metallicize. Okay. So be it. But I like how this character is kind of able to clown sentries and Laga. That's a good feeling. Yeah, and what can you do about it? Nothing. Oh, the Barbs kills him so we don't get the Leech Seed. We are too late. So, yeah, maybe could have used Skill Potion in that fight. But Spotlight at the start of your turn, a random enemy attacks you for 0. That's a funny card. And then they get Toxic Spiked, and then they get Iron Barbs. So yeah, this character is going to be scaling up Thorns and Spikes and Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock. And you can kind of entice your enemy to attack you for 0. This card's insane. And it also is going to give us Dexterity. It upgrades to 3. And that Dexterity goes into the Insomnias with Worry Seed. Gamble Brew is really good. Is it better than Skill Potion? Yeah. I think that could be worth it. We do have Fairy in the bottle after all. Worry Seed, Ancient Power, maybe even King's Shield, Leech Seed. That's worth it to me. And also we have Dreamcatcher if we really wanted to. So I'm trying to not get robbed. That's what's going on right now. So we have Sandstorm. So we do have passive little bit of damage at the end of each turn. I don't know if Art of War really matters right now. It's hard to say. I'm just trying not to get mugged. Because this character is a little bit slow. And yeah, I've gotten pretty tilted before. At the start of Act 2, when there's 2 of them. Feels pretty awful. So we do... I mean, we probably got him next turn. I'll just play the Toxic Spikes. Because we are doing 4 damage to everyone at the end of the turn, so... Wow. I'm about to spend Gamble Brew for this. I'm not losing my money to this clown. I'm just not. It's not happening. Not a good look. This card. Yeah. And it's 0 cost. I love Taunt. I think Taunt is an awesome card. I'm absolutely interested in taking that. This is like Blade Dance. So they're not seed pluses like you get for exiting Rain, but it upgrades to 4 to 5, but you can transform Bullet Seed seeds for Worry Seed. This is a very tidy deck, very good deck. I think I want Taunt. Yeah. So what stance are we interested in? And we'll have Art of War next turn as well. Or we could just try to wake him up. That is also totally acceptable. But we would need to play Leech Seed. We can do that. Growth and then Leech Seed. So we can draw an extra card at the start of our turn. And then Synthesis will give us an energy. We can get damage reduction from Rain. I kind of just feel like getting the damage reduction. Like, how is Laga ever supposed to damage us? So we can play Synthesis to grow, and then that adds a seed to our hand, and because that's the exiting effect of Rain, right? So then Worry Seed can transform it if we want. Thing is I don't want to draw Baneful Bunker right now. So I'm gonna just leave these Insomnias just chilling here. So yeah, the Weaken is really nasty when it's combined with the damage reduction like that. Got that 4 Toxic Spikes. Yes, so now we can start doing stuff like Taunt. The enemy instantly attacks you for 2 damage twice. So that's some amount of poison. I wasn't paying attention how much poison. I didn't realize that we were full blocking either. But yes, we have 2 plated armor and 2 metallicize. So pay attention to that. Because I did not. That's what I was looking for. I think we'll probably just pass there. So this is Ferrothorn. Like, I'm a fan. Bottle Lightning. Yes. Although this is pretty cool too. Double the damage of all seed cards in your hand. So like Bullet Seed last floor, you could do Seed Bomb, and then that's, you know, that's something you could do. Sticky Web is an amazing card. Yeah, because Taunt works with it. It becomes 0 cost, draw 2, and I want to upgrade this so it'll draw 3. So that is what's going on right now. This is a great deck, and then we can make them weak as well. And then Bottle Lightning. Is there anything that we're interested? I mean, we could Bottle Growth. Bottle Growth. We could Bottle Growth. Growth Plus. Dreamcatch. I think that the Taunt upgrade might just be too important. You take less damage from it. It will factor in the Baneful Bunk, the Toxic Spikes, and the Sticky Web one more time, King Shield one more time. I think it's gotta be Taunt. what do we want to play this fight in? Maybe we could do sand. I mean, this has got to get played. And maybe Art of War. I think Art of War, so no attacks this turn. And I'm going to rock the damage reduction. So we'll do rain. And exiting rain is still fine. Like getting the exiting effective rain is totally okay. Because we transform those seeds with the worry seed. And also it's totally okay if we lose Fairy in the Bottle here. So this is going to draw 3 cards for us. So let's go ahead, whenever we're attacked this turn, we apply 2 weaken. Oh, the enemy attacked us for 1 damage 3 times. You're weak for 6 turns? So we got both of these in here. But we can still play into Art of War. Yeah, I kind of want to go ahead and seed. It doesn't matter. I don't want to play this because Art of War. So maybe it was better to synthesis and then play worry seed, but then that's not actually blocking at all. And we can't play any of those because I would be too scared it would draw one of our 2-cost cards that we drafted. And yeah, getting debuffed by Guardian. Yeah, it's not the best feeling, but so that gives 3 block. Although we didn't even need to do that at all. Let me go ahead and just get rid of this. We didn't need to do that because we have 2 metallicized and 2 plated armor. So don't forget about that. Don't forget about the ancient power. Really? But the thing is that we can just keep these around. That's totally fine. Because they're just free. Guardian's weak for 4 turns. I'm just gonna go ahead and play all of them because I'm trying to file through, get to the Baneful Bunker sooner. That's what we want. That's what we like. That's 38 poison? Yeah. I love this character. I think this character is hilarious. This card's amazing. And then it upgrades to not exhaust, so yeah. Yeah, isn't this a great idea for Encore as well? You know how every character has their duplicate effects, like Watcher has Omniscience, Ironclad has Double Tap, Silent has Burst, Defect has Amplify. Got Encore, repeat the effects of the last card you played. I like it a lot. I've also got this, which can definitely come up, as you can imagine, with our Worry Seed. It's Juggernaut. This card's Juggernaut, but it's more playable and it's less damage, of course. And then there's this, which is a non-exhausting way to apply Leech Seed. In other words, you could, in some fights, like against Centurion and Mystic, you could probably stall for a full heal in those fights. And it's also a seed card, so you can transform it into a Insomnia with Worry Seed. But I'm just going to rock Encore because I love this card. And this, we can use it on Sticky Web. We can use it on Baneful Bunker, Ancient Power, Taunt to draw more cards. We could even use it on Growth sometimes if we just want the energy right then. I love Encore. Wow. Wow. Wow, man. All of these are so good right now, actually. I don't want to take Astrolabe because it, you know, it might just derail the entire... I kind of just want to take Empty Cage. Pyramid is insane, though. You know, Pyramid's insane. I think you're probably winning the run just outright. I mean, we could take Pyramid. It's just, yeah, you got Encore. It's going to be amazing with Pyramid. You've got King Shield. Going to be amazing with Pyramid. Like, this character is extremely powerful with Runic Pyramid. By design, almost. I just want to take Empty Cage. Make the deck feel a little bit better. Lose our... I mean, I kind of want to keep the Whetstone Strikes. Lose the strike and a defend. For now. I mean, the strikes need to go at some point too, because of Art of War. But yeah, this is Ferrothorn. So, I want to go to a shop. We got Omamori. Events are probably going to be good for us. I think we could go ahead and get the Super Elite over with. Looks like you can only fight 2 elites in this act. So be it. I also respect this idea. That's something you're thinking of. I do respect that. There's a lot of weather on those nodes, but I think we should be strong enough to do that. Maybe I'm wrong. Got Dreamcatcher. Going for 2 removes like that? And then just remove another defend and then another strike? That's totally possible. What needs to be upgraded? Encore needs to be upgraded. This could use an upgrade for sure. Can imagine that being really relevant. And Ancient Power. It's hard to say this way, or I mean, we have Grow bottled. Wonder if that influences the choice at all. There's no shop on this side at all after this. It's 100 gold to remove a card. I'll take this right side. But I'm not sure if that's correct or not. Jeez. I almost just feel like ripping Worry Seed here. Alright, so what's the game plan? We encoring Taunt or Sticky Web? Encore Sticky Web. I want to encore Growth. I want to grow into Sun. So we'll draw a card next turn, but now Encore copies the effects of Growth. So we can grow twice, gain that exiting effect, so we gain 2 energy. Gain a little more. Play Sticky Web and then play Taunt to draw 3. Ancient Power, okay. I was hoping for Baneful Bunker or King Shield. Those were the hopes. In any case, we have Art of War, and we're only losing 1 plated armor because we full blocked the other hit. So, are you ready to see something? Did you catch that? With Sticky Web out, when you're attacked you draw a card, and with Taunt, the enemy instantly attacks you for 1 damage 3 times. Taunt can redraw itself. So this was also kind of something I had in mind with Take an Empty Cage, was being able to execute this as soon as possible. Just go ahead and take a bunch of damage, lose our plated armor. But that's the position that I put us in, so. Yeah, taunt is able to redraw itself. You know, like dropkick does not redraw itself. You need 2 drop kicks, or you need like double tap and drop kick to get that effect. And the same goes for heel hook. No card in the game is able to redraw itself aside from reflex. And yeah, so that's taunt. That's Ferrothorn. This is a way you can approach Ferrothorn sticky web. I don't think you should need a second sticky web, because especially because we have Encore and we can upgrade this. And we can make our current one innate. So stamina. This is vigor, except it's for block. Vigor except for block. Is that not a great idea? It's so simple. And it just makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, why don't we think of that? I think this mod is very, very well done. And yeah, the weather, this is a weather card. So normally they cost 1, they're common, but they upgrade to cost 0. So you can imagine there are some sun tricks with the energy, especially since they all cost 0 when they're upgraded, the weather cards. But I'm not really convinced we should need another sticky web. I think I'll just move on. But yeah, it exists. Yeah, we're going straight into a shop. Might as well take the gold. There's another ancient power, but you know, we can encore ancient power if we would like. I think I'm interested in removing strike at this point. Probably remove the janky defend at the next shop. Master of Strategy, if you want to buy that, I could get behind that. But yeah, deal damage to all enemies, gain stamina equal to unblocked damage dealt. So now we're looking at a conversion from, you know, strength or vigor into block. You know, you do a bunch of damage if you can, you know, Akabeko this, and then there's so many ideas, and I would respect if you wanted to buy another ancient power. It's a good card. At this point, I like Sunny Day. The card draw is suddenly relevant, and the grow effect, the exit effect, is also relevant. To gain that energy back. You don't even need sticky web right now. So much poison. Gotta make sure we get our heal. So this grows twice, so we net 1 energy. We can play Worry Seed. Dumps our dexterity, even though we're frail. Gain 2 energy again. 2 more toxic spikes, 6 toxic spikes. And that is it. Heal our 2 from Leech Seed. I don't think we'll need Weak Potion because we have our King Shield. But so this is a cool card. If Payback's in your hand at the end of the turn, so if you don't play it, increases damage by 10 this combat. So if you took Runic Pyramid, like I was saying, suddenly that could be a big source of damage for you. There is Intangible. Yeah. But it's Protect, so it kind of makes sense. And it upgrades to 1 cost. This is just the Apparition, but it's also a rare card. So there's, you know, it's not that disgusting. It's not that far-fetched, unreasonable. Yeah, we could lose our bad defend. But really, Art of War matters so much. It's just, maybe there's some reason we would want to play an attack at some point. Right? Not really? Okay. Forethought? Oh, so this is doing damage and dumping your stamina. and dexterity. Forethought. It's not the worst forethought in the world, to be honest, but it's pretty bad. You could definitely do some tricks with it though. This deck already, you know, we saw the taunt infinite. Once we upgrade Encore and we can Encore grow, this deck goes infinite like that. You got Harden on sale. I'm gonna save money. But this is an interesting card. Could help against slavers in a pinch. Deal 7 damage to all enemies. Repeat for each enemy with more HP than you. This might be more important right now. This might be more important right now, but I know I want to have Encore upgraded. I just know I want to have this upgraded. Because I love this card. And we're starting this fight in Sun. So we can play Worry Seed right now, and it also transforms Leech Seed. And I think we're interested in doing that. For the sake of energy, and, you know, Leech Seed is not an important card for us to be playing right now. I kind of want to... well, Encore on anything looks good at this point, kind of. So... I'll just go ahead and play this now to start dumping our dexterity. So, looking for Sticky Web. Maybe it's better to just play Baneful Bunker. I don't know. I'm gonna take Skill Potion. Nah, do we need to? This will give us an energy back. We could Encore the Insomnia. Exhaust? This doesn't exhaust, so I don't really know what happens there. To be honest, I thought it would not exhaust, but I never really looked closely. So this gives you a blur. And we could just do this. This is also a nice card. I think I'll just rock the white card. So now we have 2 blur. Sticky Web could definitely use an upgrade. Grow again. They're only weak for 1 more turn. I don't really care for those. Don't really want to draw those next turn. But this character is not always this easy. I mean, our relics were not really that good, to be honest. Maybe I'm just getting good with this character. Or maybe I just found a good series of uncommon cards that play really well together. That's probably it. But... net 1 energy there. We could just keep those around. Like, we're really not in a hurry. But we could also look for taunt, yeah. I love this character. I think this character is hilarious. War Paint, that's fantastic. Spotlight. I mean... It's just cost 2. And it's drawing an additional card for you next turn because it's Sticky Web. That's the best it's doing. But you could encore it to see 2 cards on the following turn. I'm gonna go ahead and take the War Paint. So give 1 strength to the enemy. Yeah, that is another kind of component. Remember the foul play cards, so you could be given strength to them and then flatter foul play. Yeah, I mean Spotlight, a random enemy at the start of your turn attacks you for 0. It's just not at all needed. You know, it's not. It's a cool card, I guess. It's a cool idea. I don't know why it's rare. And why it costs 2. That's the only things. It's only kind of good if you have Sticky Web. Okay, if you have the Toxic Spikes, you have 2 Toxic Spikes, so this is 2 cost. At the start of your turn, a random enemy gains 2 poison, you know, when you phrase it that way. But we could take it and then we could flatter it or whatever. It's usable. Affected by block modifiers instead of damage ones, the body press, so that's a little bit vague. I'm gonna guess it means dexterity and stamina. You know, because we have this is a lot of block modifiers, I would have thought, but maybe it's just talking about dexterity and stamina. I hadn't really thought it out too much. Rest in peace to these relics. And we can't do a remove here, but impatience seems strictly positive here. Right? 0 attack cards. So, not bad. No thanks. Just not right now. Just not right now. We don't really need that to win at all. So, we start this fight in Sandstorm because that's what the node says. So we could play this and then we gain 2 metallicize. That's how it works. And this gives us a metallicize. Give him a leech seed, so 3 metallicize at the end of the turn. So these upgrade to draw 2. You can't really upgrade them except for Forge Potion, but that is a thing. So we have 4 plated. At the end of our turn, we'll gain 7 block from metallicize. I almost want to just upgrade these right now to save life, but we're about to fight an elite, and our chance of being dropped a potion is so small. We didn't get Baneful Bunker in play at all. That was a bad starting hand. That's why I value remove so high, though. So the last card we played was Impatience. So this can just draw 2 cards. So can this. Yeah, this deck goes infinite. Not right now, though. It only goes infinite in the Sun, because Sun is the stance that gives you energy. Yeah, I guess we could just get lethal damage this turn, huh? I love that, though. How he taunts him into just attacking the spikes over and over again is perfect. Oh, there's spikes. There's actual spikes. But, yeah, we just don't need it. We just really don't need it all that much. And you got shift gear, dexterity, dumping. Oh, well, hello, Book of Stabbing. How are you? Yeah, you could play Ancient Power first. I want to see if we can encore Ancient Power, yeah. Because that's huge. Then we could just pass turn right there. if we want it. We are very strong at the moment, yeah. And you won't, like, there's a ton of ways to approach this character. That's the thing about it. Growth, gain 2 energy, encore, gain 2 more energy. Mummified hand. Yeah, I'm not gonna pass that up. That's really pretty. I guess we can pick up Mummified hand. Like, that's really, really, I mean, okay. Alright, I'll speed up the run, I guess. But wow, that's a powerful relic. There's no point in flexing to not pick it up. You guys know that I could not pick it up and just still ace this. For what, though? For what? Enchiridion? Necronomicon's not doing anything. Nilrise. I just don't want to get scammed somehow. Yeah, you could do it. We got Omamori for Necronomicurse. But there's still no attack that costs 2. There's no attack at all. And I don't really want Nilrise. I just don't want it right now. We're doing fine without it. Right, Mummified hand. Yes. It's a long time to be weak. 9 turns. Oh, it transformed Leech Seed. That was a little bit sloppy on my part. We could have healed extra 2 health. Eight toxic spikes. Man, I love this character. I'm gonna be playing more of this character. There's all kinds of ways to approach him too. This just tends to be like my most common sort of a... This is not the first time I've done something like this. Or taunt and sticky web. Infinite with growth. Like, this is an encore also. You know, but there's different ways to play the character, 100%. This is a cool card. This is double team. This is dodge and roll, except it blocks for 1 more. I mean, we could take any of these upgrades. I'm just gonna go ahead and recall. Maybe Encore King's Shield. Yeah. Encore is hilarious. So this is taunt down here. Then Encore, the ancient power. Then Encore, the ancient power. Too bad we can't Leech Seed and then Encore Leech Seed, but who cares about Leech Seed anyway? Grow, Encore Grow, Insomnia, Reshuffle, Draw Pile, Draw into Impatience. Grow, Encore the Grow. Encore Growth again. I hope we get Sadistic Nature. With that King Shield. Applying weak every turn and the poison. So, you know, these... I probably wouldn't take any of these here, but... This can upgrade to not exhaust. If you're not in weather when you play this, it gives you Sticky Web. Whenever you attack, draw a card. And then you can read the rest down here. Doesn't exhaust and upgrades to not exhaust. We don't need Morning Sun. This is a funny card. Especially that. But it's funnier in Act 1 and Act 2, I think. We're getting the job done just fine. Busted Crown is going to be the way to go, sadly. Yeah. But this is cool. Weather spawns on every non-boss combat. It's just that we're very interested in the sun. We want to be able to choose the weather, and we want to choose sun. We don't, because if we pick this and then the first, you know, then it's like sandstorm or rain, then all of a sudden we can't go into sun. We just can't, because this grows twice, and if we're not in a weather, then we choose one to enter. But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit sad to have to pick Crown here, but as you can imagine, Choker is not happening, and I explained myself on the Drizzle. I didn't know that Ferrothorn could get Drizzle. Maybe Ferrothorn can't get Drizzle, and that's just in there. But Ferrothorn can learn Sunny Day, Rain Dance, and Sandstorm. 150 gold to remove a card. Alright. I want to be careful for the falling event. We could lose in the, I mean, we could lose one of these. Can't lose Sticky Web, we can't lose Taunt, and we don't have an attack. So, I mean, we'll get there when we get there. I'm not trying to start this fight in Sandstorm. Like I said, I want Sun. And then we'll remove up there. Seems good. I'm sorry for the busted crown. Yeah, let me showcase this new character. Oh, yeah, busted crown, by the way. But you kind of see what's going on here. Taunting all of them to attack into the toxic spikes. I think that this character is powerful if you know what you're doing with him. I've had times where I did not know what I was doing with him and definitely felt that I didn't know how to approach an act or how to build into a certain type of deck. But all in all, I think that the character kind of feels balanced. Like, it doesn't feel super insanely powerful. I know that, you know, I know that we've been going infinite here for a minute now, but oh, the stealth rock gives you the iron barbs, gives you scales. But you know what I mean. So we encored. Yeah, when you encore a power with Mummified Hand, 2 energy per turn on average. Man, this relic's broken. But yeah, when you encore a power with Mummy Hand, you will get another card discounted as well. I guess that's why that number is so high at the moment. It's good practice to stall this fight and to encore Leech Seed so you can heal 2 extra. I'm just not doing that right now. So we have 2 sticky weapon play right now, that's what's going on. Oh. There we go. Starting relic. Don't think we need an assist. Alright, guys. Losing a Mummified Hand value there, but it's all good. I'll encore the Leech Seed. I'll even Forge Potion it. Heal to full. Say I won't. I won't. So yeah, Grow giving you net 1 energy is very nice. And it's going to be abused at the highest level of play. That is what's going to happen. You cannot get away with that. You can't get away with it. I'm gonna call you out when you make a stance swapping character like that. I shouldn't call him a stance swapper. Because really we just stay in Sun. Once we're in Sun, that's all I'm interested in. Is just staying there. But for real, I love this character. I think that this is, you know, did a great job. I'm being serious too, if you think of, because I'd be sarcastic a lot. I'm sarcastic a lot, but not this time. I greatly enjoy Ferrothorn, and like I said, there's tons of different ways to play him. Synthesis. Later. Bye. I got scared. You could probably leave here if you wanted, honestly. There's not much good that can come from this. You could lose the run to these guys sooner than they do good for you. That would be my opinion. Buy a leech seed. Oh, the deck feels so smooth now with that gone. Growth, encore growth. Encore baneful bunker. It's just toxic spike scaling. Painful bunker. Painful bunker. That's what I'm hearing it say. Sounds just like it, right? Maybe I need to get sleep. One rare relic, please. The Duvu doll. Which is with the bullet seed to dump the strength. The bullet seed with the worry seed. We haven't played an attack in like an entire act now. We need to remove this defend. I'm gonna double leech seed on giant head. Get us back to that max HP. To our max HP. Our max current HP. That's the proper way to say it. I wish we had sadistic nature. Gotta encore that growth, because we can't be caught here on 0 energy. That's kind of what's going on. We just can't be caught on 0 energy. We could, but it just means that we're gonna have to play taunt over and over again with impatience. Oh, whoops. So if I had one critique for this character, it would be to make taunt unable to redraw itself. This deck would still infinite as is, but yeah, I think taunt being the Omamori Tuvanal Periopt. Don't think we need quick guard, but that's a nice card. What are we doing out of fire? Upgrading impatience. I want to upgrade sticky web for sure. That should have happened a long time ago. And upgrade the other ancient power just for cleanliness sake. Or another event. I mean, we'll go here and here. Maybe we can do 2 removes. I don't know. I'm just gonna go here. We have a dream catcher that hasn't been used. Sticky web should get upgraded. All right. This is metallicized nemesis, and we have to fight him in the rain. So we can't do any sunlight tricks. This is the first time we've been challenged in a while, you could say. Yeah. Yeah, how you like that? How you like that, Nemesis? Oh yeah, exit and then add the seed to the hand, so there we go. Caused me to lose my Art of War. You like that? 10 dexterity, 10 metallicized, 10 plated armor? That feel good? Five more burns. Go ahead. I like how it also has a element to it, the Encore card of you gotta kind of mind what the last card you played was. You're very funny, Nemesis. You're a comedian. Oh, I should not have played defend last. As soon as I said that, I did the wrong thing. Figures. Yeah. But the damage reduction from rain though is still so strong. Like all of the stances are great. I like sun for, you know, my sort of degenerate reasons, but at the end of the day, dude, all of the weather, the sandstorm with the damage to everyone every turn, the metallicize when you get the exit effect, sun. I don't think we should need this. Because you don't have to fight the heart or the Act 3 bosses and weather. The Act 4 elites, I think you do sometimes. I'm not sure how it's calculated, like where the weather nodes are, how frequently, or anything like that. You just shouldn't need Sunny Day here. We're not, you know, we have growth bottled and can enter sun if we want. And the thing about it is that as soon as we do that, Sunny Day doesn't do anything after we're in sunlight, just like in Pokemon, so it's totally fine. Molten egg, also Gremlin horn's nice, especially for a fight like this. Leech Seed works on non-minion, or Leech Seed works on minion enemies. You know how Feed says, you know, when fatal, raise your max HP and it doesn't work on minions like this? Well, Leech Seed does, so that's worth noting, maybe. Could apply to Leech Seed again right now. Encore growth. Gain 2 more energy. Worry Seed is such an interesting card. That's a crazy idea for a card. I don't really think it's like unbalanced. It's just very powerful, at least when upgraded, because it's only really drawing 2 cards when it's not upgraded. And it costs 1 and is playing a lot of cards. It's not really blocking against Beat of Death. It's not super preferable to be using against Time Eater, so it's got its downsides there. This Impatience, I mean, yeah, we literally had no attacks in the deck at all, so. Shovel. Aerial Ace Bless. Busted Crown is funny. I don't care what people say. About to invoke that shovel. And what? Dolly's Mirror. Is there even anything to mirror here? You can mirror Impatience, there's no downside to that. I don't know what happens if you mirror Encore. It's probably not as cool as I think it might be. Mirror Sticky Web Plus. I really don't see anything here to mirror. Am I crazy? Remove this defend. Gain 7 block if an enemy has poison, gain 3 stamina. Iron Head is like your standard solid damage card that you just try to get him with. 3 gold off from the calipers. I don't think we really need mirror. Kind of just want to save money. This is a tricky deck for sure. As they would say, as the kids say. There's literally nothing else to remove. Like, you could remove Worry Seed, to be honest, but I like it. It's good. It's good to... It has utility. A lot of utility. Now I gotta decide if I want to dig or take Impatience and upgrade it. Have we had this fairy the whole time? If Impatience was upgraded, I would mirror it. And you could still mirror it as is. It's nothing but positive right now. Oh no, I clicked yes. I should have just clicked leave. Leech Seed's not doing anything. Dreamcatch with the Busted Crown. I want to have a complete upgraded deck. Changed my mind. Not about the having a complete upgraded deck thing. I just think I'm gonna purge Impatience at the last shop, so it can be a nice, clean, Ferrothorn exclusive, no colorless card, carry stuff. You know what I mean? Even though we already were carried by a colorless card. Toxic Egg. I'm gonna upgrade Ancient Power at the last fire. Growth, Encore growth. Encore Ancient Power. Growth got hit with Mummified Hand. Just weak for 90 turns. Sucker Punch Plus, I think I'll pass. I want to dig now and then upgrade Ancient Power at the last fire, and then spend money to purge Impatience. I think that's my plan. I mean, yeah, it's not as if we really need that, but yeah, that's nice. Encore, encore. Got to set up. Trying to scale up the toxic spikes so that it goes faster. That's what I've been trying to do this whole time. But hey, maybe someone who's seen Ferrothorn before and is like, yo, I don't know how to play this character. Maybe they'll see this and they'll be inspired by it. That's all I'm hoping for. I just hope that someone doesn't see this and go, oh, this character's, you know, just, this character's awesome. And like I said, I'm gonna upload more of them. This is just one way to go about it. This is like classic Ferrothorn. This is like, yes. I was hoping for Type Meter. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. And so it begins. Mummified hand, ice cream. I mean, our Act 1 relics were pretty bad. What was the last card we played? Oh, Taunt, right. Oh no, the draw reduction. Oh, thanks for attacking us. Oh, 3 cards for me? Why, thanks. Alright, I'll stop the bad manners. I know, Time Eater. Time Eater's like, this stupid modded character. I'm not attacking. I'm not attacking, but I'm just forced to. Why? Why am I forced to attack? Stop. No, I don't want to attack. What was the plan? I wanted to upgrade that, right? Dig or full upgraded deck? No one cares? Alright, good talk. But I don't want anyone being like, you wouldn't have won if it wasn't for impatience. This is cute, but we have busted crown. So, sorry. And then you could encore, bandage up and heal more. Like, there's all kinds of ideas. Metamorphosis. But purge impatience. But look how clean that is. Look how pretty that is. Oh, we start this fight in Sandstorm? Maybe that wasn't a very good idea. I want to encore that. So we can... Because we're in trouble if we don't draw a Worry Seed or Taunt next turn. If we draw Burn Burn, Ascender's Bane, Ancient Power, Baneful Bunker. "12 plated armor, 14 metallicized, and 12 dexterity." The only problem is we don't have a way to make energy right now. The good news is we don't need one. So that 3 damage he keeps taking is from the barbs here. "24 turns a week? I taunted him like once." You might say, "Tricky, you're getting low on block." And I might say, "You're kinda right." Oh, it adds seeds to the hand and then transforms seeds into Insomnia, so the hand was full, so it couldn't transform that one. Interesting. Oh, whoops. That was a noob move. My bad. I actually took damage because of that. Yeah. I'll lose the Art of War. Oh yeah, Gremlin Horn. That 1 energy Gremlin Horn? I don't know. Kunai? Okay, so that doesn't really work. Explosion. This is a nice damage card. Early game. 100%. Yeah. This is the best that you got. And HP, whatever. You know, you start out with 96 to 100, depending on the Ascension level. Is there no potion? Alright. Had this berry in the bottle forever. Yeah, taking a little bit of damage. But we're gonna get completely set up. This is about to be some in-depth strategizing. Nothing too different than we've already done, but just encore growth again. The dexterity kind of helps right now against the beat of death. But now we're in the same position and we're at 4 energy. Growth, encore growth, now we're at 3 energy. So these are dumping dexterity. Transform that seed. Or we could start scaling up dexterity with kunai. We have ice cream, so we kind of want to just gain as much energy as possible. Taunts in there. Oh, right. That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah, I just forgot that we were doing damage with barbs that entire time as well. Taunt redrawing itself there. Conveniently so. Wow. The turn 3 heart kill. On Ascension 20. Oh, I guess it's not, because... So that's the difference in damage there. Wow, that's 1,000 poison almost. That's not, it's 750. That's close. So that means that Scales did 50, because we could have 1 on turn 3 there if we had just damage capped the heart on turn 1, which we did not do, because enemies lose poison at the start of their turn. So, yeah, you can win on turn 3 here. And also with the silent. And also probably with any character. But that's traditionally, if you're damage capping the heart and you're poison capping the heart, then it dies on turn 3. Even on Ascension 20. So that is the Ferrothorn, that's not the Ironclad. That's the Ironclad, but Ferrothorn's not Ironclad. I don't think. But give a character a try, because like just take a look at the card pool. This whole stamina thing, there's so many different, but hey, that's a clean deck. Just want to put that out there. That was clean. Clean busted crown. The whetstone carry. Art of War was an energy relic.